Hello, and welcome to this half-hour guided meditation. My name is Lara, and I'm going to guide you through this mindfulness practice. And today's meditation is going to help calm anxiety, because that's how I'm feeling right now, and I'm sure I'm not alone. So, my cat is playing in the corner making some noise. So, there's three components of calming anxiety that I'm going to talk about today, and then we're going to practice in the meditation. So while I talk for the next few minutes, please make yourself comfortable, get a comfortable seat on a chair or a cushion on the floor. Grab a cup of tea or water or a blanket, whatever it is that makes you the most comfortable, feel safe, of eliminating any distractions that you can, taking your phone out of the room if that's an option. So three main primary components of processing, releasing anxiety. The first one is feeling safe. So anxiety comes, one of the reasons that anxiety enters our body, remembering that emotions are our physical reactions and we feel them in our bodies, is because the nervous system doesn't feel safe. It goes into its fight or flight mode because there's fear and uncertainty, and this causes us anxiety, and so we go into fight or flight mode. And this, one of the ways to calm that is by reminding our bodies and ourselves that we are safe. So I always start my meditations personally, and the ones that I guide, saying out loud, I am safe here, and letting that sink into the body. And you'll notice, just say that to yourself now. Remember, I am safe here. You may notice a relaxation, a release maybe in the body, a lightening. Second is that remembering that we are in a part of a community. It's important for us, for our health, and for the calm nervous system to remember that we are not alone. There are other people who feel just the way we do right now. And connecting with our community, with loved ones, with people who make us feel good and loved and seen, can really help remind the nervous system and the body that we are safe, we are part of a community, we are loved. That has an incredibly calming effect and is necessary for good health. But even telling yourself, okay, there's other people who feel like this right now. I'm not alone. Anxiety is a very common human experience, as we all know, especially in these times. And we're never alone. It's just a part of the human experience that we're experiencing right now. Third thing, so reminding ourselves that we're safe, reminding ourselves that we're a part of a community and we're not alone. And thirdly, remembering, this is the mindfulness aspect. So coming into the present will always calm yourself, because we're safe in the present. There's nothing wrong in the present. All of our fears and anxieties and regrets and shame and all of that is related to the future or the past. But when we're in the present, everything's okay. And here we can also remember that this too shall pass. Emotions are temporary. Everything's temporary. It's going to change. And so if we can stay grounded in the body, in the physical, in the present moment, we can ride out these waves of uncomfortable emotions with grace even. We can practice that. We will together today. Emotions are energy in motion. I just learned that. It's fascinating that I've been teaching about emotions for years, and just kind of that just sunk in for me this week. Emotions, energy in motion. It's a message from your body, usually related to a past experience or history or trauma you've had with a similar situation. So the body creates this memory of what happened last time and gives us a message about whether we go towards in one direction or another direction, go towards something or away from something. These are what emotions are. Emotions are guideposts telling us what is good for us and what is not good for us. We got to listen to them. And once we listen to them and we allow them to be there and we recognize them for what they are, messages from the body that is wiser than the mind, even though the mind tells us otherwise. It's sneaky. When we recognize emotions for what they are and allow them to be there without resistance, come into the present moment and know that they're temporary. It's a wave of energy moving through us. It will pass. And we can just take the messages that it's trying to give us, and then we can move on. This is how we ride these waves of uncomfortable emotions. And you can do this. I promise you can do this. It just takes practice. And the alternative is resisting the emotion, saying, I don't want to feel like this, and not looking at it, not feeling it, repressing it, and letting it sink down into the body and get stuck somewhere, like in your heart or your stomach or your back. And then you're going to end up with problems in those places, with stuckness. And this can even lead, if over time you don't process this energy in the body long enough, it can get so stuck that it causes physical disabilities and injuries. I had a lower back problem I thought was physical for years, and then chronic lower back pain so bad I couldn't walk for months at a time. Totally affected every part of my life. And it took me a lot of meditating until I realized that it was due to stress and anxiety. And once I managed my stress in my life and the anxiety I had been feeling for 10 years leading up to that injury, the back pain went away. And when it comes up again, I know it's because I'm a little bit stressed. It's a warning. I get back pain. It's my body speaking to me. And I notice, oh, you're pretty anxious lately. Okay, time to do more yoga, to slow down, to do less, to rest more, to take care of myself. And this is how we maintain balance in the body. Your body knows best about your body. And we know best about what is good for our bodies simply by listening to the signs that our body gives us. So uncomfortable emotions are not to be ignored or avoided or repressed. Just makes them stick around longer. But if we can recognize part of the human experience, this too shall pass. We're not alone, and we're safe as we process these emotions. We can start opening ourselves up, relaxing the body and being open so that these emotions can flow through us easier. And there's a lot of techniques to become more open. Meditating, breath awareness. Every meditation I teach you is a way to do this, because that is my life goal, is to be more and more open to deal with emotions easier and easier. And it works. I've been doing it for years. And the techniques I share with you are for that. Breathing exercises like the alternative nostril breathing we did the other day at Nadi Shodhana, that helps our whole system become more open so that we can process these things without putting so much effort in, which it takes a lot of effort at the beginning. I know all of these, it's a 5-step process to process an emotion. It gets easier. It's just at the beginning when you're just learning, but it becomes second nature. So stick with it. It's the only way to go if you're going towards more holistic, full, better health in all areas of your being. So let's practice. Finding a comfortable meditative posture. So you're welcome to lie down or I'm sitting on a cushion on the floor. Grab a chair. Somewhere, if you're seated, that your spine is up, vertical, straight. And you're sitting with dignity. My hands are on my lap, close to my knees. My legs are crossed, but just placing your hands on your lap, facing down or up, whatever's comfortable for you. You want your chest open. We want to be open to whatever experience we're having so that we can welcome whatever experience we're having. Welcoming is the opposite of resisting or avoiding or suppressing, right? So we want to accept the experience, and everything starts in the body. So by having an open posture, this goes a long way towards welcoming and processing and shifting the emotions that are moving through the body right now. So that's why that's important. Letting the crown of the head reach to the sky, shoulders back, and whenever you're ready, allowing your eyes to flutter closed. Just feel what it feels like to be alive in this exact moment. Try to feel that way without putting a label on it, judging it as good or bad. This is just how it is. See now if you can even lean into this feeling of being alive in this body right now. Even if it's uncomfortable, just let it be this way without judging, but with a kind awareness, a loving awareness of how it feels. Noticing that the body is breathing. Let's take 3 deep breaths to reset. Inhaling, softening the chest, ribcage, and stomach, filling up. And exhaling through the mouth with a sigh. All the way until all the air is out of the bottom of the stomach. Squeezing a little bit to get that stale air out. 2 more breaths like that. Now as you exhale, just drop the shoulders. Relax the whole body heavier into your seat. 1 more breath. And then let the body breathe however it wants to breathe. Let go of effort or control. Just observe how this feels to breathe naturally. Giving the breath space in the body by relaxing the body so that the breath can move to more places so it's unobstructed. The breath is our best tool for healing. It's magical. It really is. It brings us into the present moment. If you're feeling the breath, you know you're present. It helps regulate the nervous system, calming our heartbeat, subduing that fear response in our brains. Slowing the breath down, welcoming it a bit deeper into your body if that's comfortable. And this can take practice, but we're aiming for long, smooth inhales and long, smooth, relaxed exhales. Just go to where you're comfortable today, remembering that this is a process. A process of training the body to be like this as often as possible. Reminding yourself now that you're safe here. I am safe here. I am safe here. Letting that sink into your body. I am safe here. I am safe to feel the emotions I'm feeling. I am safe to feel. I am safe. Remembering that we're not alone in these trials and tribulations of being human. Actually, every human goes through them all. So just reminding yourself you're not alone. Other people feel this way too. Letting that sink into your body. And if you are feeling any uncomfortable emotions today, let's try to find where in the body they are expressing themselves. If you are feeling any emotions today, notice where you can find those in the body. We need to be pretty relaxed to feel this because it can be subtle. If you don't notice any emotions, that's okay. Just look for where in the body you can find tightness or any place that drags your attention towards it. We'll start to relax these places and open them, just using the breath to create space on the inhale. Exhaling, letting out any tension or holding on, releasing. So spending a few breaths in each place that drags your attention towards it. Becoming curious about how emotions are expressed in the body. You may feel sensations of tightness or tingling or heaviness or lightness or spaciousness. Maybe temperature changes or textures of sensation that you can't describe but you can feel. Tingling or ickiness or stuckness. Maybe you'll feel or see in your mind's eye colors in different places in the body. Maybe you can see that energy if you're sensitive. Letting the body continue to relax as you explore with kindness where your body is holding any tension or emotions. In common places we hold uncomfortable emotions are in our chest, in the throat, the jaw, the solar plexus above the belly button, below the rib cage, in the lower stomach, in the hips, and lower back, anywhere on the back really, in the shoulders. Getting to know what places you hold stress or tension or hold on to anything. Reminding yourself now that anything you're feeling right now is temporary. It will pass as soon as we receive the message and accept the emotion. We let go of holding on to it or avoiding looking at it or feeling it. It's common that we feel the emotion a bit stronger as it releases, and then it's past us. So just being open to experiencing that so that you can be clearer in body and mind. Feeling the body breathe, remaining open. We'll bring our awareness now that we've explored the body, to one place where we feel the breath clearly. I would recommend the heart, the center of the chest, or the stomach, if one of those are comfortable, but otherwise choosing wherever you like. We're going to practice our focus and our equanimity, and our patience as we feel the breath in this place. We feel every breath, every inhale, and every exhale. When the mind tries to butt in, we acknowledge it and say, sorry, not the time. And we gently come back to that place. We do that over and over again. One day the mind will give up. With repetition and practice, we're left simply with the breathing body following along with each wave-like motion of the breath. A peaceful, grounded, calm space. Feeling this breath, this breath, this breath. Letting the stomach be soft and warm, totally relaxed. Keeping the chest open. Opening more with each breath. It's okay to feel however you're feeling. It's okay to feel all of these emotions if that's where you're at today. Remembering that you are not your emotions. They're simply visitors, temporary visitors. You are not your emotions. You are at your core something much stronger and invincible, calm and present, peaceful and creative. That's who you are at your core, your true self. Accessing that part of you deep within. Recognizing that emotions, like thought patterns, are the surface, the waves on the surface, but we are the deep ocean, unperturbed by what happens on the surface. Breathing, focusing on the body. Letting any of these waves of thoughts or emotions, sensations, letting them fall off or release from the body. Letting that energy wash away like water being poured down a hill or down rocks, just washing it away. Not holding on to it is all you have to do. Staying open and breathing and observing what arises in the body. Let's have a moment of gratitude now. Gratitude for this body, for being alive in this moment in time, for being a part of a community like this one. We're here together whenever you're watching this. We're still working together towards more peace for ourselves and for the benefit of those around us. Gratitude for the safety that we're in, for having food and the basics and a roof over our head, and for anything else that you can think of being grateful for in your life today. Letting that feeling of gratitude sink into the body now. Receiving, being open to receive the good things in life. We all deserve the good things in life. Let's take a couple more cleansing breaths, deeply inhaling into the bottom of the stomach. Exhaling with a sigh out the mouth if that feels good. It's nice to make it audible sometimes. Another deep breath. Starting to bring some gentle movements into the body, into the fingers and toes, and stretching in any way that feels good. Shaking out the body if that feels good. Maybe giving yourself a hug. And you did a great job today. And then bringing your hands in front of you and rubbing your palms together quickly to create some heat before placing your hands over your eyes. Blinking your eyes open and releasing your hands. Thank you for joining me for that meditation. You know the steps to go through whenever you're feeling an intense emotion. I hope you use those. Remember, remind yourself that you're safe. That'll calm the nervous system. Remind yourself you're in community. You're not alone. This is part of the human experience. Come into the present moment. The present. That's very key. And remember that this too shall pass. You are not your emotions. They are just temporary energy waves or communications moving through you to be paid attention to, learned from, and released. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.